The second strategy for placing numbers onto an open number line includes using landmark numbers that are tens or hundreds. So for this problem, I'm going to compare the numbers 143 and 112. I'm going to use the landmark numbers of 100 and 200, and then we'll see on the number line how we can check and see which one is bigger. I will start by drawing an open number line, arrows on each end, and then I will put my landmark number in here. I'll write 100 on this end, and I'll write 200 on this end. I could put a mid number if I wanted to, just to kind of give me some proportion, but for right now, we're just going to look at that number 143. We have built it previously. We know that it's 100s mat, 4 10s, and 3 1s. That's what makes 143. And that would be past 100, not to 200 yet. I can put a mark in here, somewhere around here. I'm going to say there's 143. Now, the thing to remember when you're working on a number line is that numbers that go to the left are the smaller numbers, and numbers that go to the right are the bigger numbers. So we can get an equation out of 143 in an open number line like this really easily by deciding where 112 is in perspective. So I know that it's more than 100. 110 is less than 140, so I would probably place it somewhere right here. I would say that is 112. And then right here we get our equation right off the number line. We can see 112 is less than 143. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to put another number onto this number line just so that we can see how we could use in the opposite direction. I also have the number here 146, and I know that still between 100 and 200. I see that there are 4 10s, and so it would be more 10s than what are here. It's the same number of 10s as 143, but if I were to count on my number line, 143, 144, 145, 146, I could put 146 right there. And again, you can see that these signs are that we normally see inside of these circles are applicable as you go down your number line. We could change this and we could write or say other equations that include these numbers, which I like to do sometimes, just that way we get in the habit of using all of those numbers. We have 112, 143, 146. If we were to say 143 is greater than 112. We can also say that 146. You see on our 146 is greater than 112. So we say 146 is greater than 112. I could switch it and I could do less than if I trade those on the other side. And then in my sentence frame, as I say this, I would say 112, which is down here on my number line, is less than 143. Or I could also say 112 is less than 146. So that's how you can put numbers on a number line to see how they are in relation to each other and create sentences that say one is less than and the other is greater than.